Now let's talk about Wonderfilled Games. This is an RPG maker. They make games that are like card games, etc., things like that, like board game type things, you know, like not video games, right? The guy who's running this account has not had a lot of success the last 2 years, and his crash out blames everyone but himself. But he goes on a racist rampage to do it. Let's get into it. Apparently, in the interest of being more representative and inclusive, the Giant Lands RPG gleefully embraces the premise of a future with no white people. Okay. Now you're thinking, nah, come on. This is a joke. It's not a joke. They're doing this. Look at this. In fact, we worked a lot with Larry Elmore, Steve Once, and Jeff D. to make the art of Giant Lands more representative and inclusive. Now, when you think what representative and inclusive means, you think, okay, this is, includes everyone. DEI. Well, it's not. The premise, what if the future, there were no white people? James Ward loved it too. Okay. Larry always tried to sneak in people of color into his TSR art, though he was often denied his attempts to make D&D less white. So we decolonized the RPG and made a future where the USA and white people don't exist. Oh man, he's throwing these guys out there too. Yeah, exposing his friends, right. He's also exposing them, exactly. Malcolm X had it right. The most neglected person in America is the black woman. It's one reason we featured an ethnically mixed black woman on the cover of our first Giant Lands book, which takes place in a future North America. You'll just be bred out of existence. We're not like you. We'll just eliminate your seed from this earth. This is the game company tweeting. This is them posting. This is the founder. A message from our founder. I hope you're all ready for this, because this gets bad pretty fast.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, it's me. The guy that started the new TSR. It's true. I had a license from the owners, right? And Ernie offered it to me, as did the owners at the time. And I rebooted it. And it sort of became this kind of magnet for white nationalists, Trumpsies, the new Fourth Reich Nazis, Trump supporters.
Yeah. He didn't wait. We're 27 seconds in, and the Trump supporters are actually Nazis. They're Nazis. That's why there's so many black ones and Hispanic ones. That's fine.
And frankly, all MAGA supporters are Trumpsies. They might not want to admit it now.
What is a Trumpsie? What the fuck is he talking about?
But the second time they voted for him, they knew what they were voting for. And we're seeing it. It's affected my life deeply. My family is Hispanic. My family is made of immigrants. My family is made of immigrants all the way back to the birth of this country.
So those people are allowed here. I don't know, why is it affecting you so deeply? What's so bad? What's happening? If they're here since the birth of this country, they're citizens of the United States. So what's the problem?
Living under General George Washington.
Wait.
All the way back to the birth of this country, serving under General George Washington.
This guy's so full of shit. If your family served under General George Washington, what is the problem? What is happening to you? What's happening to you today? If your family's direct descendants from people who served under George Washington, how are you being affected? I'm so confused. What's wrong?
My family actually extends prior to that as well as Native Americans. I always considered that American. And then this happened, really these past 20 years. The GOP made a strategy book for how to steal elections here in the United States with the election of George W. Bush.
We have an election denier. My understanding, and maybe I'm wrong, but I thought it was incredibly anti-American to be an election denier. They're stealing elections. Well, that's interesting. Why did they get absolutely fucking flummoxed against Obama if they had this playbook? Twice. Am I missing something? Let's continue.
And it's just sort of continued. They destroyed the public education system. And now we have the Gestapo working for the biggest criminals of the highest order on the face of the planet. In my own.
So the Republicans destroyed the education system. Which president was the Department of Education created? Jimmy Carter, known Republican. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait. The Republican Jimmy Carter. Oh, that's right. He wasn't Republican at all. Okay.
My own country. It's scary. It's truly frightening. On a level that I don't think a lot of these bigots that thought giant lands and Wonderfilled were for them, when in fact isn't.
Oh. They're all bigots. Giant lands, Wonderfilled isn't for them. Oh, well, I'm sure that's fine. And you must be moving games hand over fist.
I was trying to create something different because as a person that was always a different color and a sort of a different mentality.
A different color? Dude, like you're just a little more tan than me. You literally are like my kids. What are you talking about? A different color?
And all those around me. I wanted to make something different. I wanted to make the kind of game I always wanted as a kid, where people like me were seen.
Gay guys? What's he looking for? What are you missing? And if you're an RPG fan, if you like fucking D&D and shit, you make your character however you want. What are you missing out on? What's he missing out on? I'm so confused what his issue is other than he's creating it and building it out of bricks.
And I didn't see a lot of myself in the original TSR stuff or even a lot of role-playing game supplements. What I did see was a lot of white boy fantasy. Let's face it.
Wait, hold on. They've had gay stuff for I don't even know how long in RPGs. That was in Mass Effect. I mean, we're talking like Dragon Age. That's for what, 15 years old? How old is this guy? What's he talking? I'd like to know how old this guy is. He acts like a 29-year-old, but he looks like he's in his I mean, he's grayed out though, but you never know. That could be like he might be under so much stress and possibly some kind of drugs that he's turning gray. I don't know, man.
Face it, I don't have problems with it. I have some white boy in me too. Some people might say it's a majority of me, but I identify myself as an American from a melting pot, and I always loved having many cultures in my life.
Okay, cool. And you do. We all do. What's he talking about?
Studying many religions, having friends of many faiths, colors, shapes, sizes, origins, nations, creeds. It's what's happening now is exactly the opposite. It's unpatriotic and un-American. As you can see, it makes me sort of upset. This is a dry run. I didn't write this, but I thought it was a good idea to try to set things straight. My business has been in ruins for...
Whoa, how? But you made it for you. It's what you wanted to see. Hold on. Maybe he's going to say something else. Let's see.
Great. My business has been in ruins for, 2 years now. I don't think I've sold a game.
Hasn't sold a game in 2 years. His business is in ruins. I think the gray hair is coming into light, and the actual real anger, the misplaced anger, is being shown right here live on video in a racist rant. This is wild. I know plenty of Hispanic people. I'm married to one, and I'm in their family, and none of them, not one, has this mindset. None of them. They are immigrants from another country that moved here legally, and they got their cards and their citizenships as they got them down the road. And not a single one of them has this mindset. Not one. None. None.
And that's all right. I don't want to sell to these people. Going through this process, really over the past 4 or 5 years,
is he out of breath? Is it just me that he's been sitting here for 2 minutes, 58 seconds and he's out of breath? He's out of breath, is he not?
Going through this process, really over the past 4 or 5 years, has been incredibly disheartening to the point where I'm not really interested in making games too much anymore.
Good. Sounds good. That sounds like maybe that's the way to go. Maybe, go put the fries in the bag. Quit this. You're not good at it. Clearly, no one's buying your shit. You don't know who your market is. You're excluding a large part of your market if there was one to begin with. And now you're like, my business is in ruins. Everyone else is racist but me. When dude is a flaming racist.
I tried to make them for everyone. And all that happened was my game became a flashpoint of hate that destroyed much of my life, my professional life. I was canceled from the internet by both sides.
By both sides? What? What did this guy do? He was canceled from the internet by both sides. Well, how do you do that?
And let's face it, fascism is not a problem that's unique to these awful people who now basically rule Twitter, X. It's a problem.
Yeah, you better get it right.
As well. Anytime that you try to regulate what people can say, think, or how they feel, you are on the wrong side. So sometimes I play devil's advocate, and I like to sort of egg people on, both for PR and just sort of the trickster in me, right?
For PR, you guys. He's a PR guy. He's a PR guy. That's why he's moving so many copies. He's really, really good. But he did have a rare good take there. You're right. And I was about to say something, but he kept going, and I was like listening. But he did say that people shouldn't be basically censored. Correct. I agree. But at the same time, the dude's calling everyone a Nazi. What do you think he would like to see happen to those people that he views as Nazis? He wants to see them fucking censored and out of here. Are you kidding me? He doesn't even want them to play his fucking game. He is a massive hypocrite. That's for sure.
Right? Because that's how you get people talking. So it seems people are talking about this. And yes, in the future, there will be no white people because white people never existed. Color is an illusion. Race is a lie. That's why there is no race in giant.
Look at his insane eyes, dude. Look at him. Woo, we're going to listen to that little end rant.
People are talking about this. And yes, in the future, there will be no white people because white people never existed. Color is an illusion. Race is a lie. That's why there is no race in giant lands. No race in giant lands because race is a myth, right? Sort of like class, right? Also a myth. These things are perpetuated by people that are living centuries ago to try to maintain some kind of sense of superiority over people of color. I just won't accept it anymore.
So I'm just going to have to say one thing. If race is a myth, then what's his problem? If it's not real, then what's the problem? We're all the same then. If race isn't real, then why did you feel the need to go and do this? If race is not real, why is this here? Why'd you do this? And you specifically stated you put a black woman there, which is fine. I don't give a shit. But why did you do that if his race isn't real? Race isn't real, so why? Is that fake?
No, I don't need your business. You don't give me any business anyway. So I ask you please to find your own way and have a good day. Peace and love.
He flicked us off. He flicked a peace and love with middle fucking fingers. He double freedom rocketed me. Now that's American. This guy's clearly American. Double freedom rockets. I wholly sign up for that. But where are you talking?
Superiority over people of color.
I got to see this last bit again.
And I just won't accept it anymore. And no, I don't need your business. You don't give me any business anyway.
Who is he talking to? Is he talking to everyone, but he's just being racist while doing it? He says, I don't need your business. You don't give me business anyway. He's talking about his failed company, his failed games. He hasn't moved a game in 2 years. I mean, really quick. This guy needs like an intervention. Like he needs a therapist. Maybe he doesn't make enough money to get a therapist since he's not moving any games. I don't know what he's doing for a living. But someone like this, like the internet doesn't help people like this. This is like if you were to sit down and talk to the person we talked about at the beginning of the stream, Alyssa Mergante, this is a lot of what you would hear out of her. Like if she just sat there and yapped, it's this. And she does this on her streams too. This guy might be a little bit more of another level, or maybe she's just better at censoring herself. But these people, the internet does not help them because the internet is reality, right? Even though there's some crazy, there's all sorts of crazy shit, the internet is reality. It is people unfiltered. That is the thing. You meet someone in real life, you chat them up, you get along or whatever, but that person's another person online. Generally, they're a little different. Now, because their real self, they're unfiltered, generally unfiltered online. So when you're seeing online, that's the unfiltered reality of life. And the other reality of life is when you go walk around, generally, people just get along. It's true. So when people spend too much time on the internet, and then their lens becomes the internet, like they see the world through the internet, even though that's how people really think, or whatever they're putting out there, it's not how people generally really act. So when you deal with people in real life, you can find a balance on how people really are. This dude spends too much time looking on a screen, and he has clearly been affected greatly by it. And his whole viewpoint, his whole world viewpoint is incredibly shattered. And this guy needs mental help. And I don't know how else to put it. Yeah. And also maybe he needs to learn how to make games, because I feel like you can be a little nuts and still move product. Dude can't even move product. Yeah, he's making shitty product. Agreed. Don't make shitty product and you will move some stuff. Maybe it won't be great, but whew, wow. Man,